All right, what's up, guys? So I've got another product unboxing for you guys. You're doing your own yard. You want some really good tools. You don't want to shell out for extreme gas-powered units with all the maintenance, getting gas, all the troubles that it causes, all of the air pollution and noise and things like that. And then also a lot of the battery-powered options are just really underpowered. I know for sure I invested in the Black & Decker 18-volt. Super big mistake on my end. They're just super underpowered. And then I made the other mistake of saying, hey, let me just invest in a plug-in option. I'll get full 120 volts from my outlet, plug it in and get full power. And even still, I was a little bit underwhelmed. And then also, of course, having to deal with that long extension cord, routing it through cars and pillars of your house, and hated it. So I invested in this unit by Ego. So this is an unboxing of the Ego Power Plus Combo Kit. It's a 15-inch cordless string trimmer and a 530 CFM cordless blower. Lots of power, portable option. Again, it's battery powered. There's no need to plug it in. There's no need to fill it with gas. There's no motors, no combustion that you need to service. It's all inclusive in one unit. Portable, recharge battery. This one does come with the 4 amp hour battery. So this is a larger unit. Some of the other ones come with, like, I believe a 2 hour or a 2.5 amp hour battery. This one is, again, a 4.0. So some quick specs. It does have the 0.095 dual twist line. So you get that thicker line, so it reduces all of those breakages that you happen with the thinner lines. And then it has rapid reload. So it's really easy. You just put the string in, halfway through, you twist it, and boom, it's in there. You don't need to manually route it and, rotate it into the head and everything like that. It just gets super cumbersome. It's just a quick twist action. Again, rapid reload. These are brushless motors, by the way, and then it does have weather-resistant construction. You're supported by a 5-year warranty, and other than that, let's go ahead and box this and see what we're dealing with inside the box. I'll go ahead and show you all the pieces and components and also how to assemble it and get your first trim and clean up your yard with the blower. All right, check it out. All right, so up close and personal, let's go ahead and box this and see what we're dealing with. Got your user manual. Looks like there's an Allen screw and an Allen key in there for the assembly, possibly for the trimmer. Got the whole tube for the blower. This would be your battery pack. Huge box here. Let's go ahead and open this first. So this is really, really weighty. And again, you're dealing with 56 volts of lithium ion power. This is a larger 4 amp hour battery. So it is larger, it is heavier than your typical 2.0 or 2.5 that a lot of these combo kits come with. Check that out. Arc lithium technology. Huge battery. There's your contacts there. You got positive, negative, and T and D, whatever that stands for. You got your rails to slide it in. And then your power button, which also gives you the usable range of battery there. You see I have 2 bars out of 5. Go and pop this into the charger. I have read that these chargers, they have a super loud fan on them to keep them cool, but they are pretty noisy. All right, so let's go ahead and bust out this entire unit here. Huge, huge combo kit. All right, so here is your included charger, and let's go ahead and plug in the battery, and I'll show you exactly how loud this fan gets. And there's your little diagram of all of the different battery statuses and things like that. That fan is not loud at all. I don't know what some of the reviewers were talking about. That might ramp up if we were, say, outdoors in the heat, or as this battery starts to naturally heat up, maybe that will kick in a little bit higher. As you can see, the LED indicators blink clearly. You know exactly how much juice is in there and how much juice is flowing in. Again, you got 5 quadrants here. And that is the battery itself. You've got your charging indicator status light here. As you can see, blinking is charging. Once it's full, that will be solid red. And then you've got your error lights here. You've got a high temp light and then just a defective light as well, if there's any issues or anything like that. But that's essentially the charger. So I'm going to go ahead and charge this battery to 100 before I start working. All right, so up first in this little baggie here, got your handle, possibly for the trimmer it looks like. You got a nice foam grip here, padded, very, very nice. And you will need an Allen key to install that. It's the actual body of that trimmer. As you can see, we've got some line pre-installed here. I do need to invest in some 0.095 line, and I'm gonna go ahead and look up the best option that's gonna give me strength and performance for this unit, and I'll link that in the description below for you guys to check out. But this is just a little dummy test line here. It's probably pretty short and it's gonna run out pretty quickly, but it'll get you off the ground and running here. You can see there's just one pivot. Just pivot it straight up and then attach it with that included screw. So let's go ahead and do that now. Here's your trigger and lever and things like that. And then there's your battery contact attachment point right there. Here's your little screw and your Allen key. Attach that right now. And this does have some blue Loctite on here, so it should not come loose once you torque it down. All right, good to go. By the way, this model is not height adjustable. So if you're super tall or super short, definitely check the measurements. I'll go in and put the range right here somewhere as well for you. They do make a higher end model that is adjustable. Keep in mind that unit is actually heavier because of all of the extra material that's included in there. Here's your guard for the trimmer as well. You've got the screws pre-installed, and then you're just going to need to remove the screws that are kind of hand torqued on there, and just attach them right here, torque it down. All right, just like that. As you can see, I've got protector right there. Go ahead and torque these screws down. Just an FYI, this is not threading into plastic, by the way, in case you were wondering. There is a metal plate right here with the threads on there. So you can crank these down a little bit more, keep it tight. There's your blade to keep the line at the right length. There's some protective tape on here. Make sure you remove this before you run this. You got your sharp blade right there. Right, and here's your huge, substantial blower. Really huge body. This is a lot larger than I expected just by looking at pictures here. My hand's about 7 inches. You can see just the diameter of this barrel here. That's 7 inches. Just about, maybe a little bit under that, but still pretty substantial. You got your trigger here. You got your turbo switch. You want to hold both down to get turbo power. When you're not needing turbo power, just go and use the one trigger here. And you've got direction of changes here. That's pretty much it. As you can see, you've got your little hook here. That's probably for a little neck strap that's not included, but does have that option. And then there's your battery contacts. The only thing needed for this is to attach your barrel here. And you've got one little nub there. You've got the attachment button. Just going to slide that in. That's all there is to it. You can see 530 CFM. Pretty substantial stuff. They make these in higher and lower, but this is a good mid-range option to get you considerable amount of power here. Right, so that's everything in the box, and you do have your 4 Allen screws. Undo these. And again, depending on your height, you are definitely going to need to adjust this. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of guesstimate for now, and I for sure will need to kind of tweak this as I go along. It's going to take a lot of trial and error for sure. So me being short, I'm actually going to go all the way to the clamp here. You can also go below that if you're extra short. Get this in a better view for you guys. It should be good right there. So I'm going to tighten this down, but not overly tight, because I for sure will need to move this up probably, maybe perhaps just a little bit. Just trying to get this torqued down enough where it's not going to move on me. All right, so that does feel a little bit low, but again, I'll need to kind of play with it, see how I'm liking this position. And then, yeah, this is going to be very front heavy because there's no battery in it right now. And this is progressive, by the way. So as you can see, if I push down the lever a little bit, it's going to move very slowly. All right, so that is your string trimmer fully assembled. As you can see, it was not difficult at all. If you have basic tool knowledge, you'll be able to do this no problem. You don't need to hire anyone to put it together for you. All right, and to remove it, That was really easy, actually. You just push this down and it pops out. And you just take it out. Pop it in. This does not have a locking button or anything like that. You just literally hit the trigger. Wow. Turbo button. Wow. Holy crap, this is a lot of power. I'm gonna need to take this outside for sure. All right, so let's take out these tools, put them through some paces, light duty work and heavy as well. I've got a really thick patch of St. Augustine grass I need to trim down. It's gonna be a good test for this trimmer. All right, so this is actually a light duty switch here. It ramps up as you turn it clockwise. So this is low, and you get gradually more power as you go along. And then of course you do get your turbo button for full blast action. All right, you guys, so that was a quick unboxing, quick first look, and quick first demo of the Ego Power Plus combo kit. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you did, consider hitting that subscribe button, like and comment with your feedback down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.